How do people who have become accustomed to walking in darkness see the light? Well, that's going to require us having an understanding of the symbolic significance of darkness and light, and specifically within the context of politics and political change. Let's discuss that today. I'm Dr. Lisa Ann Chung, a political leadership strategist, author of the book Political Change, and president for Kenley College. Let's get our concepts right, because everything has to begin with us being on the same page with the concepts. Washington Post has as their slogan, "Democracy dies in darkness." What's the significance of that, and what is darkness? Well, darkness can be representative of ignorance. It can be significant for corruption, and it, at its most extreme, will tell us that there is definitely the presence of evil. But if that's darkness, and if darkness is, let's say, ignorance, what then is light? Well, light then would become things like your understanding, your knowledge, your insight. And light is what allows you to see. You can see better in light than you can see in darkness. And what better way to see than when you have vision? Not about the vision of the eyes, but it's a vision of the heart. The vision in your heart for change. Although we've got our concepts cleared up, let's pull it into politics even more, specifically for how you can bring about political change for your community, your city, your nation. Now, to say that you want political change that requires a clear vision, that requires insight, but yet you continue to sit in darkness, do we think that you're serious? And you may want it, but you don't actually realize that the way to navigate political change is through vision, is through light. So vision is not just some random ideas thrown together, a plan you rushed together because you got a snap election pulled on you. Vision is going to be more detailed than that. And vision is looking further than just you finding something that you think, oh, this sounds good. This is going to resonate with the people. This is going to touch some of those pain points for them. Vision goes much deeper than that. And we've seen loads of manifestos. You know, we're in election season. You know, when you have election season, what's going to happen? You're going to get some nice, shiny, glossy manifestos filled with all kinds of promises. And they say that the manifesto is going to be about the intent of what you want to do for the public. But reality is, for the average person, after that period of voting, they never look at that manifesto again. Some of the parties never look at it again until it's next election season. And then guess what? They're trying to pull out those manifestos quickly and try to see, did we accomplish anything? And then the opposition parties are going to be looking at it because they want to see however they can pull this thing to bits to say, look, this is what the ruling party promised you. And see, none of what they promised you is actually happening. So it really comes down to vision. Because if you cannot tie your manifesto to a clearly defined vision, it means absolutely nothing. I believe, and you know it. Let's face it, you know it. As a new and aspiring politician, you know this. This is probably what caused you to want to get into politics to begin with. You know the people want real vision. They don't want more manifestos. They don't want more promises, lies, and more promises. They want vision. And I've got a question for you. Is that what you are bringing to the table that sets you apart from other politicians, that sets you apart from those who may even be more seasoned politicians? Do you have vision? You have a clear understanding of the direction you're going in and that you want to inspire the people. You want to lead them toward. They can see it. They can understand it. You can articulate it so well that they buy into this vision and they start to see it as theirs. And they want it because they see what you see. And you've helped them to see the light. You've helped them to see a vision for a better and a brighter future. True vision, though, is not self-centered. True vision is not about you. True vision is other-centered. It's about what's good for the people. And so I don't want you to confuse vision with personal ambitions, because I realize that some people would argue with me and say vision is just personal and self-centered. That tells me anybody who speaks like that does not understand the power of vision. They do not understand the necessity of vision. But when you are thinking about only political survival, you'll only think about the next election and winning that election. When you think about vision, you're thinking about the generations to come. You're thinking about tomorrows that maybe others aren't seeing because they're so caught up in the present. But you can take the present and push forward and help people to see beyond just the present to a greater future. So when you are getting started, and if that's where you are and you're just getting started, and your desire is to be among those who I call principled, purposeful leaders in politics, whether that means you're serving on a school board, whether that means you're on a community board or the House or the Senate, or even a part of civil society in some way in terms of advocacy, you want to make change. You could be part of the big decision makers at different levels in government and politics, but you need to be guided by vision. Everything you do, everything you suggest, and all your ideas and plans, they need to be pegged to visions. When you can plan around vision, around a unified vision, then everything that will come out of that vision will help you either move closer to it, or you will be able to see that it's going to be taking you in the opposite direction from what your vision actually wants to achieve. Now, to learn more about vision and to learn more about leading political change or even being a part of a political change movement and what is involved there, be sure to get my book, Political Change. I'll put a link to it in the description box. Until next time, folks, see you soon. Bye-bye.